Welcome to another episode of Katawa Shoujo. Let's just get right into it. I really let down my guard around this girl to let such a thing slip out. The fact seems to slightly amuse her. Not wanting my tea to get cold, I finally start drinking it as Lily does the same. As I look over the window over her shoulder, I notice light coming to the room. It has a distinctly orange tint. That music seems really loud. Well, no. Options. Oh, I can't turn it down anymore? Well, I hope it's fine. Even here, time doesn't stand still. Huh? The time's gone so quickly. Sorry? Right, she's blind, of course she can't see the sun setting. It just looks like the sun is starting to set. It seems to come as a surprise for her. I guess she must have lost track of time. Sorry, I didn't mean to keep you from the library for so long. I quickly moved to allay her concern. Oh no, it's okay. The library's still open, isn't it? She pauses and takes a moment to think on it. It's probably something I should have asked Shizune when I had the chance, but Lily seems likely to know in any case. True, it's open until 6:30 during weekdays. A quick glance at my watch confirms I have well enough time to get there. I might get going in that case. It's been nice talking with you, Lily. She smiles and gives a deep nod, her hands still neatly folded on the table in front of her. It was my pleasure. Oh, come to think of it, shall I show you where the library is? I couldn't possibly ask for more help. I should be able to find it alright. Well, unless my navigation skills fail me, which I seem to have a habit of doing. It's alright, I was going to talk to the librarian there in any case. I could introduce you. This gets better and better. It's pretty hard to deny her offer. If you're sure, then that'd be great. Thanks. As she stands up to follow me, she takes hold of a straight, retractable cane that had been slipped into the handle of her bag on the floor. Compared to the cane the boy in my class had, Lily looks so much thinner and longer. His must be for support, whereas Lily's is for navigation. Together we leave the peaceful room and enter the empty hallway on the way to the library. Side by side, my pace carefully slowed to the match of hers. We slowly walk through the hallway. It doesn't take long for us to arrive at the door to the warm-looking room, apparently situated in the center of the floor rather than either wing. Ladies first. She gives an appreciative smile at the gesture, taking the lead as we file in. To the left is the wooden library counter, with the library proper being on the right. It easily dwarfs my old school's library, with a distinct smell of old books giving the place an almost old-world air. There don't seem to be a lot of students here, considering the time. It isn't a big surprise. Everyone's probably in the school grounds or the dorms. Yuko, are you here? She says it to thin air since the librarian doesn't seem to be present, and of course Lily can't see. That's unexpected, is that it draws to a reaction. Something from under the counter thuds against it, followed by a quiet wail. Aww. Oh, there's the librarian. Yeah, she's kinda cute, but no, she's not winning. I don't mean to be mean, but I mean... her, Misha, they're winning. You know, if I was probably allowed to actually know why Shizune was deaf and stuff like that, or maybe I did find out, maybe she was born. I can't remember. But when I remember when I asked, it said I can't ask, which was a stupid choice if it doesn't matter, but maybe I would have liked her more. Anyway, the origin apparently The librarian quickly crawls out and bounces up to extreme rigid attention. Hi Lily, how can I help you? Her voice is strained in a failing attempt to sound casual as she's rubbing the back of her head. Good afternoon. What happened just now? I heard a strange sound. It's nothing. I just hit my head. See, I dropped an eraser under my desk, and while I was looking for it, a pencil dropped. When I was looking for both of you, you came and surprised me. Are you alright? I'm sorry, I couldn't know. See, unless her character's good, the librarian's character, but considering her name is librarian after we found out what her name is, like for the text she's librarian, I'm just gonna assume that she's not a character you can be with anyway. It's okay, it's okay. Sorry for making you worry. This is nothing. I've had worse happen to me. She's quick to reverse Lily's apologies, almost frantically trying to push aside the possibility that she'll be in the way of any way inconvenience by bashing her head on the counter. Yes, worse things have happened. The girl fidgets with her fingers as Lily does not seem to drop her concerned expression, and then she shuffles some papers around the counter for no reason. A little shorter than Lily, replete with glasses, freckles, and a very troubled look, she seems to fit a library perfectly. Ah, Lily, did you get my message? Message? Oh, the 2 imported books that had arrived. Right, they finally came. I can't believe it took so long, but I'd missed her celebrations, partially for managing to change the topic. I'm sure she notices me from the corner of her eye and freezes on the spot when she does. Oh no, I'm sorry for not noticing you before. Did you need to check out a book or return one? I'm sorry. The way she can so quickly shift between moods is a little unsettling. He's with me, Yuko. This is Hiseo. He's a new student. Hiseo, this is Yuko, the school librarian. Pleased to meet you. Hiseo? Right, Hiseo. Pleased to meet you too, Hiseo. Why did she say Hiseo so many times? Oh, now it says Yuko instead of librarian. For a second, she visibly attempts to engrave the name on her mind so she won't forget. Yuko often arranges to import foreign books in Braille for me. Would you like to tell Hiseo a little something about the library? Lily's innocent suggestion is met with an expression of abject terror. I don't know what he could possibly be interested in. This is too much responsibility. How it's any responsibility at all, I don't get. But her objection is so sincere, I don't doubt for a second that she would rather disembowel herself on the spot than tell me where the light novels are. But, so there are a lot of books in Braille here? I attempt to save the day by asking the first thing that pops into my head. It seems to work, at least partially, as Yuko seems to not exactly relax, but at least look slightly less tense. Well, I think about a third or a fourth of Yakumi's book library is either Braille or audio. What's a Braille book? Makes sense given all the blind students that be here. If it's only that, how come this library is so big in the first place? Well, we got a lot of new books regularly because the library is adequately endowed. That's probably why. I spend more on new books than on my salary, and then I have to go organize and shelve all of them. It's so troublesome and they weigh so much, I wish I could quit this job. A very awkward silence follows this revelation of too much information. I'll go check the aisles then if you don't mind. It's probably best for all of us if she doesn't keep talking to me. Very well. Meanwhile, Yuko, I would have those books if it's alright with you. My first impression was right. The library is surprisingly big. Ambling down the narrow aisles, I study the spines of the books in random order. occasionally sliding one out to read the blurb, taking it with me if it looks good. In a few moments, I have a respectable stack of books in my arms. I guess we'll never be stuck for choice in here. The normality of the library sinks in. Sure, there are large prints and braille books scattered throughout, but it is what a library is, a library. It's as if the calm mood for the room I had tea with Lily and snuck it with us in here. Unless it was here to begin with. Something about that puts me at ease, just like before. I reached the end of the aisles to find a collection of desks set up for study or personal reading. Going a little further, though, I discovered a nice quiet corner at the back. While the rest of the library has an odd student sitting at a desk, either reading or stealthily sleeping, the back was pretty much deserted. As I glance around, I see someone who I recognize sitting on one of the several beanbags. Oh, it's the dark-haired girl from my class, the one who snuck out of the classroom earlier. I wonder if this is my guess. She burned her face and she's blind. Or half blind because she doesn't have an eye. That's my guess. She's reading a book, keeping it close to her face, which makes her look like she's really into it. From the way she was acting today, I had her pegged as more of a delinquent than a bookworm. In fact, her mysterious disappearance from the class raises all sorts of whys in my head. Intrigue floats slowly but surely towards the surface, and before I know it, I'm walking towards the mysterious long-haired girl. I guess there's no harm in introducing myself, as I would with anyone else. She's a classmate after all. Walking over to another beanbag, I take a seat and lay my books beside it. The girl starts looking scaredly up at me from underneath her fringe. This is the first time I've seen her this close. Underneath her long, dense bangs, I can see that part of her face, or at least a third, if not half, is badly scarred. My eyes are immediately drawn to the scars, subconsciously peeking past her hair until they meet her own eyes. For a second I am shocked and divert my eyes to the book in her hands, before I realize that looking away probably only makes it worse. It's too many seconds to collect myself and remember what I walked up to her for. Hi, I'm new here. We're in the same class. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. This one. Hi, I'm new here. We're in the same class. I just transferred the other day. Maybe you don't remember? I did a self-introduction too. The girl still doesn't say a word, but simply stares at me wide-eyed. I'm still getting used to this place, so I'm trying to meet as many people as I can. So, what's your name? Hanako? Alright. That's the end of this episode. So, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.